Hi, I'm Jimmy Evans, and the clip you're about to watch is a small portion from our weekly Tipping Point show. To get the full show and other End Times content from great teachers like Greg Laurie, Dr. Mark Hitchcock, and myself, join us as a member on endtimes.com for $7 a month. Become a member at endtimes.com for articles, videos, full episodes, and more. This is from Lisa. Many military pilots are reporting UFOs and other unexplained phenomena. Is there any biblical correlation to extraterrestrial beings? Does this have anything to do with the end times? I believe it does, Lisa, and this is a fascinating question. Many very well documented evidences are coming out that there are UFOs that defy all laws of physics and all laws of gravity. And so the Navy pilots that had the most sophisticated cameras on Earth recording these UFOs, they're flying at unbelievable speeds, turning on a dime, stopping on a dime, all of those things like that, which cannot be done by any known technology on the Earth. So what is this? That's the question. Are these actually extraterrestrials that are coming from other places in the universe? I don't believe they are. Here's what I personally believe. Now, there have been reports, millions and millions of reports for decades around the world of people being abducted by aliens. Now, this is very well documented. I'm sure you've seen some of these. These people are not crazy. Now, I'm sure some of them are mentally unstable. There's no doubt about that. But I have seen the personal testimony of many people. Dr. Thomas Horn's sister was abducted until she got saved. When people get saved, they don't get abducted anymore. It's unsaved people. But you see these people being abducted. They always say that there are beings that show up in their room or the car or wherever they are when they are abducted. They're taken into a spacecraft somewhere, and that they are operated on their reproductive area. Okay, that's very interesting. And the interesting part about that is that, first of all, Jesus said there will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. Revelation 13, when it talks about the false prophet, it says he calls fire down from heaven and does great miracles and wonders in the presence of the beast so that the world worships him. And the question could be, does he appear as an extraterrestrial? Does he appear as a hybrid? And so during the days of Noah, Jesus says, as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be also in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. Remember, in the days of Noah, Genesis 6, it says there were Nephilim on the earth in those days, and afterwards also. It's talking about before the flood, and after the flood there were Nephilim. Well, the word Nephilim means fallen one. These are the product of angels, fallen angels, having sexual relations with human women. And they had these extraordinary beings. Goliath, the Bible tells us how tall Goliath was. He was 9 feet 9 inches tall, and that was a span, or from the tip of your fingers to a cubit to your elbow. And it tells us exactly how tall he was. At the most conservative measurement, he was 9 feet 9 inches tall. Og, king of Bashan, his bed was 13 feet long. These were big men. And so when the children of Israel went into the promised land to take the promised land, they came out, the spies came out, and they said, we were like grasshoppers compared to those people. They're so enormous. So these are not normal human beings. These are hybrids. And so the Bible says, Jesus says, as it was in the days of Noah. And by the way, the reason that God destroyed the earth was because of the corrupted seed. The Bible says that Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, but he was perfect in his generations. Well, was he perfect, or did he need grace? Because perfect people don't need grace. He needed grace. He was an imperfect person, but his genetics were perfect. He had not been corrupted by that serpent seed. And so today, we have transhumanism. We have chimeras all around the world. Almost every government in the world now is creating human-animal chimeras, hybrids. We have the human seed being mixed with animal seed all over the world, and they say they're doing it in the name of science and all that kind of stuff. And maybe they are, but the human seed is sacred. It should not be mixed with animal seed. But we also have the transhumanism, and Ray Kurzweil, who is the chief engineer for Google, says by 2030, humans will be hybrids. Elon Musk has this Neuralink company, and they're putting these transmitters in brains. They've done it with monkeys. They're doing it with humans. So that you can augment your brain. And what Elon Musk says is, we cannot let AI outpace us. We have to interface our brains with software so that we can have that kind of knowledge, that our brains are now interfaced and we literally are on the cloud. Your brain is on the cloud, so you have unlimited knowledge as a human that can keep up with AI. In fact, they're saying when this becomes common, your children won't be able to go to school if they don't have this augmentation, because they won't be able to keep up with the other students. So this is going to become commonplace as time goes on. But I'm going to go back to the aliens. Why would aliens come and abduct people and do experiments on their sexual organs? Okay, well, first of all, they're not aliens. They're demons. I believe that this is demonic. I truly believe it's demonic. And I believe that these abductions are real. I believe that people are being taken. I believe that their sexuality is being stolen from them for the purpose of making hybrids. Okay, this is what got us in trouble when God destroyed the earth in the flood, was demonic entities mating with human beings, creating a hybrid race. Some people think there may be hybrids right now walking up down the street that we don't know. I don't know about that. But let me go to the second question here from Monica. Monica says, what do you think will be the excuse the government gives for why people disappeared when the rapture happens? Well, Monica, that's a great question. Let me answer it this way. What do you think would happen if the rapture occurred at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, one day, and at 3:01, UFOs appeared, just visibly appeared? You've seen it in the movies, that all of a sudden around the world there were UFOs. What would get the attention? Would it be the UFOs or the rapture? And I'm saying it'd be both, but the UFOs would get the most attention. And then the aliens that come, the demonic entities that come, and the Antichrist could be one of them. We don't know. But the demonic entities that come, they say to the inhabitants of the world, we put you here. We are your creators. We put you here. By the way, Dr. Thomas Horn also wrote a book about the Catholics. The Catholics have an observatory on Mount Graham in Arizona. They have an infrared telescope named Lucifer. This is all true, and this is documented by the Vatican. And they are watching, they say that they are watching something headed our way, and when it gets here, they're going to save us. They're going to be baptizing us and saving us. We won't be baptizing them and saving them. And they're going to give us a new understanding of our religion. This is what the official Vatican statement says. It's documented by Dr. Thomas Horn. So there's all this stuff happening with UFOs, with aliens, and all those kinds of things like that. And so one of the lead scientists in Israel said openly last year that the United States government and the Israeli government has been in open contact with aliens during the Trump administration, and that we have kept it silent because we didn't want to cause public panic. So I believe that there are aliens that are demonic entities. I believe that there has probably been contact. We certainly have extremely graphic UFO data. But think for just a minute about what would happen if the rapture and the revelation of the UFOs happened at the same time. And the aliens come and they say, well, we're here, we put you here, but it's time for you to evolve, and we're here to help you evolve. Now, all those Christians that just disappeared, we got rid of them because they're old-minded. We can't help them. They're keeping you from evolving. So they're all gone. We got rid of them, but we're going to help you. And the world then begins to follow them, or begins to follow the Antichrist, whatever it is. Is that going to happen? I don't know. It might not. But I do believe in UFOs. I believe they're demonic. And I do believe in the accounts of people being abducted. I think they're believable. I think that many of them are very intelligent people who don't want attention, and they wish this didn't happen to them. But it is a common occurrence. So we're just living in a time that's just absolutely fascinating related to what's happening in the world today. I want to thank you for watching this Tipping Point clip. And I want you to subscribe to the channel. I want you, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click subscribe there. And thank you for watching and subscribing. I want you to join our Tipping Point community at endtimes.com. For $7 a month, you can subscribe, and you have a 7-day free trial. So if you just want to check it out for 7 days, go on endtimes.com, check us out for 7 days, but I can promise you, you're going to love the content. You're going to be getting the Tipping Point show, the full show, every single week, as well as articles and video content from great teachers like Greg Laurie and Mark Hitchcock, and of course myself. Be sure to subscribe to be notified when we release more videos like this. God bless you.